Good morning, Lions.
This is Brian.
And I'm Nick.
Today is May 14th.
It is a day one.
Here's what we have in store for this week's episode.
JPIITV tries their hand at making a senior sign-out video.
Autumn interviews members of the JPIIT community.
All that and maybe a little more in store, so
sit back, relax,
and welcome to JPIITV.
Please get ready to say the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Seniors, these are your last few full days of school. If you have any loose ends in any of your subjects, be certain to address them today.
The ARC will be closed today for AB exams.
Seniors and juniors, vote for prom king, queen, and prince and princess.
This year, prom will be held at the Papa Nessa in Mashpee. No other changes can be made to tables.
As a reminder, phones must be turned off and in lockers at all times. They cannot be in pencil cases or pockets. Lockers must be closed.
Remember to communicate Christ every day.
These are futures.
Senior sign-out videos are a popular TikTok occurrence. Here's our attempt at making one.
Walking backward through a parade, and I'm stuck in the shadows, blocking the shade. There ain't no way to sweep up the mess that we made.
Autumn contributes to the JP2 community as the seniors' time comes to a close.
Who would you like to shout out and why?
Sam, because he's a good student and a good athlete.
I'd like to shout out Alec Borkowski because he's the most respectful, intelligent, and honest young man that I know, and he's always got a smile on his face and he's always positive. He's a great guy.
I'll shout out Brian, great athlete, great student on the Naval Academy, good role model.
Thanks, guys.
I'd like to shout out Cody Bogdan. I think that he's a good leader and just a fun, good guy to be around.
You know, great worker also, just like Brian. Also go to UMass Amherst, so he's fun there. You know, he's great at golf. He's good with the animals. Maybe he could be a vet. You know, he's got a lot of stuff going on. He's a great guy.
I'd like to shout out Felipe. You know, he's the man. He's always there when you need him. Great guy to talk to. You know, he's going to Mass Maritime with me, so I'm looking forward to the next 4 years with him.
I'd like to shout out Ken Chalker because he's a good friend and he always gives me rides. I hope he does well in football and Mass Maritime, and he does well.
Sure. First of all, I have a number of seniors I'd like to do a shout out, but unfortunately I won't be able to list them all. But who comes to mind here? I think when I look at my grade book here, I want to do a shout out to Michaela and Kevin.
Let's go, Muy.
Hi, who am I here with?
I'm Lex. I'm Jackie. I'm Ellie.
And I was just wondering, girls, do you have a senior shout out that you'd like to give to someone and why?
I'm choosing Mia Curlin. I think he's a really good friend and person to be around, and good luck in college.
I'm choosing Shane Haywood. I think he's a great student. I'm choosing good luck in college, Shane. You're the best TA ever.
Go Ellie.
We're done. I'm choosing Emma Clapp because she's my sister and I'm very proud of her for graduating.
Yes.
Hello, who am I here with?
Parker. Quinn.
Hi guys, so I was just coming in to ask if you have a senior spotlight, if you want to like shout someone out and why.
I'll shout out my sister, Sophie. Hope you have a great years in college. I'll shout out my brother, Kellen. Hope you have a great year in college. Good luck.
Thanks.
Kayla and Kevin, at the beginning of my class, we had a role play, and they ended up getting married. And it was hysterical. And they, you know, I have to tell you, Michaela did a great job, and Kevin did an awesome job. And that was fun. That was a lot of fun, and they certainly, throughout the year, Kevin certainly came out of his shell, and he is working really hard. Michaela, she's a superstar.
Yeah, well, first of all, I feel like anytime I include anyone, I'm excluding a whole bunch, but I really do. I have so many fond memories of so many people, including the basketball greats of Devin and Reagan, Michaela, Marlo, all those guys. But I would like to shout out Brian Teodoro, one of the first people I met when I was coaching football here. He ended up being the team manager, and nobody did better than he would in his job. Honestly, nobody was better at his job than Brian Teodoro was at his. And just the character that kid has, and you know, fun kid, but what a time to do his job, did it better than anyone. And so that's when I kind of fell in love with JP2 and ended up wanting to have my son take a look at it. And the rest, as they say, is history. But big shout out to the whole senior class. But Brian, thank you for everything you brought to JP2, and I'll miss all you guys, but thank you, Brian.
The other one who comes to mind is Killen McAleese, great athlete. I think he goes above and beyond in the field of lacrosse. And Andre Silva, who I truly miss, total gentleman, hard worker, total gentleman, and I miss him in my class. And he's not forgotten, and I know the senior class will not forget him either.
Such a tough question to answer, kind of, you know, almost impossible. But Autumn, I'm gonna miss the athletes, I'm gonna miss the actors, I'm gonna miss the scholars, I'm gonna miss the pranksters, I'm totally gonna miss you as a class. I guess I'm gonna miss most my athletes who became actors, and in particular, two seniors that I owe so much to are Anna Schlegel and Shane Haywood, for just being exceptional backbones behind the scenes, and Anna on stage this past show over the past 2 years that I've been here. But you guys are a wonderful class, and I will miss you with all my heart.
Hi girls, who am I here with?
I'm Ava. And I'm Alex, and we're here to shout out Regan, Marlo, Emma, and Michaela. Devin and Michaela for being our soccer captains. We're gonna miss you so much.
Thank you for being so
playing
supportive
with you guys since
and making our
7th
season
grade.
so fun. We love.
Hi girls, who am I here with?
I'm Ariel. I'm Caitlin.
And I just was coming to ask you guys if you had like a specific senior in mind that you'd like to shout out and why.
I'd like to shout out Reagan for being a great captain and a great carpool and have fun with physical therapy.
I agree. I'm gonna miss Sophie. I can't wait to see everything you're gonna do. I'm gonna miss you in the car.
Hi girls, who am I here with?
Victoria Manny.
And I'm Amelia Kostecki.
I was just wondering if you guys would like to shout out a senior and why.
I'd like to shout out Ava Todd because she is my favorite dance buddy, and good luck in college.
I'd like to shout out all the girls I played basketball with because I look up to them so much and I wish them good luck in college.
And I was just wondering if you guys had a senior that you'd like to shout out and why.
Probably Crop. I've known Crop for a while. So.
Let's go, Ollie. Thanks for all the rides.
And the other class that I have here,
I would like to shout out all the seniors that I've taught over the years, especially those in AP Gov, and all the seniors who helped us out in the show for the Wizard of Oz on crew and tech. So yeah.
Shout out.
I'd like to shout out my sister Reagan. Congrats on college. Hopefully soccer season goes well, and
gonna do good things.
And I was just wondering if you had a specific senior that you'd like to shout out and why.
Really Smith because I love her. Mia Curley because I love her.
Who would you like to shout out and why?
I'd like to shout out Michaela because she was our president this year and she did a really good job organizing all these fun senior events, and she was also a captain with me on the soccer and basketball team, which was really fun, and she's just a good person to be around.
I would like to shout out Shane Haywood. He's a really good friend and a good math partner, and good luck in college.
I was just wondering, who is a senior you'd like to shout out and why?
Yeah, I love the senior class, pound for pound. I think it was a really strong class, and in particular, I want to shout out the senior reach out leaders. I tapped their shoulder so many times to help me out with admissions things during the year, and they always delivered. So I really appreciate that, and wishing all the seniors best of luck going forward.
Aaron and Kayla. Aaron had some, we had some good conversations in class and outside of class, and he was involved in the morning with morning prayer, with the liturgy of the hours, and I could see how that changed his heart. And he came out of his shell a little bit as well.
Hi guys, who am I here with?
Ollie Alfonso, Brandon Gomes, James Gladdy, Cody Bogdan.
Who do you choose to shout out and why from the senior class?
We choose Gabe Spadaro. He's gotta be Gabe. He's a really great person, and I really love him so much. He's my boy for a long time. Most persevering individual I've ever met.
Hi guys, who am I here with?
Chris Halen, Ryan Emerald, Cody Bogdan.
What senior would you choose to shout out and why?
I'll shout out my brother, and he's a good guy, and I wish him luck in college.
I'll shout out Brian Mancinelli because of how much of a leader he is. And you know, he's the same age as me, but he's such a good role model. And you know, great luck to him next year as a service member.
I'll shout out Drew Richards. He's been a great friend. He's a really great guy.
Who would you like to shout out and why?
I'd like to shout out all my friends and Reagan, and I hope they all do well in college.
And then Kayla's a superstar. She's always out there. She goes above and beyond with all her classwork. And she's very kind and considerate, and she's very thoughtful, and she certainly has risen to the occasion, and I hope the senior class deeply appreciate these individuals.
Hi, who am I here with?
Mia Johnson and Emma Collette.
What senior would you like to shout out and why?
I would like to shout out Emma Collette. I hope she has fun at Providence. I'm going to visit her and has a great rest of the year. I want to shout out Mia Johnson. Hope she has fun at Coastal. Hope she's going to hit up the bathroom.
Hi, who am I here with?
Sophie, Mia, Devin.
Who would you like to shout out and why?
We want to shout out Autumn, and we wish her good luck at St. Ace.
Hi, who am I here with?
Angelina and Nicole.
Who would you guys like to shout out and why?
I'd like to shout out Andre, our best friend. We miss him so much, and we hope he's living life good in Brazil. Yes.
Hi, who am I here with?
Simona. Amandine.
Who would you guys like to shout out and why?
I'd like to shout out Amandine because she was such a good friend and she helped me through high school so much.
And I'm going to shout out Simona. She was also a great friend, and the moment I came here, she was always there for me, so thank you.
Now, for senior shout out, who would you like to shout out and why?
I'd love to shout out to all the seniors involved in campus ministry. Thank you for your leadership, and keep up your faith in college. Forget the distractions, and remember, when you're homesick, go to church.
And who would you like to shout out and why?
I'd like to shout out quite a few people. First, I want to start out with Ms. Heyer, just being a great, phenomenal teacher, educating me in the field of study I want to go into, always being just a positive person, letting me be myself. Next person I would like to shout out is Ms. Jacobs, always putting a smile on everyone's face and just being a positive person every single day. No matter how many bad days or good days you have, you're always smiling after talking to her. Next person I'd like to shout out is Brother Tom and Deacon Gus, always educating me in my faith and helping me grow spiritually. And I would like to shout out Alec Bukowski for being the love of.
Thank you. Hi guys, who am I here with?
Cami Ward.
Shane Haywood.
Who would you guys like to shout out and why?
I'd like to shout out Saoirse Dever for being my best friend all 4 years of high school. I hope she has so much fun in college, and I'll miss her so much.
I'd like to shout out Cami Ward because she's been my friend since 7th grade, and she's very kind and is Oh, that's alright.
Keep
She's
going.
very kind. She's going to Providence, and I can't wait to visit her.
What's up, JP2? This is Coach Nick. It was a crazy filming week, and I didn't get the shot to jump in on this, so I'm adding this audio note in post. First off, big shout out to Autumn. This was her idea from the jump, and she really tried to let everyone have a chance to talk. Autumn, thank you for all of your work on this and every effort you made to try and make JP2 an experience all of your peers could enjoy. Next up, I mean, what can I say about Brian and Nick? I guess I second everything Silver said about Brian, and just would add how much fun I had getting the shot to work with him again in JP2 TV. Keep doing you, man, and only good things are going to come from it. Nick, I think I wrote on every single progress report you had that the energy you bring to whatever you do is something everyone appreciates. And honestly, this year, the whole community really saw that on JP2 TV. Angel, Craw, BG, Michael, Dre, and honestly, anybody else whose name belongs in that list. I'll keep it simple. Front side tackle and guard. The Lax Boys, Ollie, Mo, Kellen. I always appreciated every interaction we had, man. I think I'll miss getting the shot to say what's up the most. Hey, Ryan, Gabe, -5. Baseball boys, as a group, I think something everyone in the school laments from time to time is how athletics has changed throughout the years. And really, regardless of what happens in your eventual playoff run, I just need to say how proud the whole community is about how you approach your sport. From the way you train, to the people you were, to the culture you kind of crafted and carried. You were always an example of what it meant to be a Lion. The same goes for the basketball girls. You guys were leaders from the day you stepped foot into JP2, and watching the playoff games in the prep gym this past winter was an experience the school hasn't had in quite some time. Ron, Gianna, I'll miss the conversations. Ski, Angelina, Schlegel, you were one of my favorite sophomore Stukos. And then lastly, Felipe, come get your Funko Pop. Honestly, at this point, I think I probably should just say all of you, because I could sit here and keep rattling off names. But it's also true. The experience of watching all of you grow into the people you are, and knowing the people you will become, has been one of my favorite JP2 memories, and it made me happy to be here this year. Thank you for being you.
This is the last episode. You guys will be having us as your hosts.
It's been a solid year getting to deliver your Friday morning announcements.
Thank you guys for all the love and support you gave each episode. Have a roaring summer.